It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The world around you is quiet. Your body is completely relaxed. Your breathing has slowed. Your eyes are gently closed. Yet beneath this peaceful silence, something remarkable is happening. Your mind is still listening. Not in the way it does during a busy day, filled with distractions and endless thoughts. Instead, your mind is resting while quietly taking in the gentle sounds around you. As you relax, today's words, phrases, and conversations can become more familiar, helping you feel more comfortable with English over time. This isn't magic, and it isn't an overnight shortcut to fluency. Think of it as a peaceful listening session, a calm moment that may reinforce what you've already learned and make everyday English feel a little more natural with each passing day. Tonight, there are no exams, no grammar drills, no pressure to get every word right, just a calm voice, gentle rhythms, and real English used the way people actually speak it every day. For most of our lives, we've been told that learning a language has to be difficult. We've been taught that becoming fluent means memorizing endless vocabulary lists, studying complicated grammar rules, and spending countless hours trying not to make mistakes. Those things certainly have their place. But there's another side to language learning that's often overlooked. Real fluency isn't just about knowing rules. It's about recognizing patterns. It's about hearing the natural rhythm of a language so often that it begins to feel familiar. It's about becoming comfortable. When your mind is calm, you're often more open to noticing the melody of speech, the flow of conversations, and the little expressions native speakers use every day. Imagine yourself taking an early morning walk. The streets are quiet, the air is cool and fresh. A small neighborhood coffee shop is opening for the day. The owner smiles warmly and says, "Good morning, how are you today?" There's no rush, no anxiety. You simply smile back. "I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?" The conversation feels easy, natural, comfortable. That's because everyday English isn't built on difficult vocabulary. It's built on thousands of simple moments just like this. "Good morning. How are you?" "I'm doing well. Have a great day." These may seem like ordinary phrases, but together they become the foundation of real communication. As you continue listening, your brain becomes more familiar with these sounds, these rhythms, and these common expressions. Little by little, they stop feeling foreign. They begin to feel familiar. Now imagine yourself arriving at a busy airport. People are moving in every direction. Announcements echo through the terminal. Suitcases roll across the floor. You walk up to the check-in counter. The airline employee smiles. "Do you have a reservation?" Instead of freezing or translating every word in your head, you calmly reply, "Yes, it's under my name." A simple sentence, but one that instantly helps you navigate a real-life situation. This is why everyday listening matters. The more often you hear useful phrases in realistic situations, the more familiar they become. Over time, they can feel easier to recognize and use when the moment arrives. Picture each new phrase as a small light turning on inside your memory. One light becomes two. Two become 10. Slowly, a network begins to grow, not because you're forcing yourself to memorize every word, but because you're giving your brain repeated exposure to natural English. Now the scene changes. Soft music plays in the background. You're standing in a cozy neighborhood cafe. The smell of fresh coffee fills the room. A friendly barista walks over with a smile. "What would you like to drink?" Without hesitation, you answer, "I'd like a cappuccino, please." "Would you like it hot or iced?" "Hot, please." That's it. Nothing complicated. Just the kind of conversation that happens every single day. And that's exactly why it matters. Advanced communication doesn't begin with impressive vocabulary. It begins with mastering ordinary moments, ordering coffee, greeting someone, asking for directions, thanking a stranger. As the night grows quieter, something else begins to stand out. It's not just the words you're hearing, it's how they sound. Every language has its own rhythm, its own personality, its own music. Listen closely. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? The words themselves are simple, but notice the warmth behind them. The gentle rise in the speaker's voice, the friendly invitation to share a moment. Now listen to another question. Are you ready? The voice naturally lifts at the end. And when the answer comes, yes, I'm ready, the tone settles with quiet confidence. These subtle changes in pitch and rhythm are part of what makes English sound natural. As you continue listening, your ear becomes more familiar with these patterns. You don't need to analyze them. You don't need to study them. Simply hearing natural conversations again and again can help you recognize how spoken English flows. Imagine yourself walking into your office on a bright Monday morning. A coworker smiles as you arrive. Hey, did you finish the report? You answer calmly. Not yet, but I'm almost done. Or maybe, yes, I finished it this morning. The conversation lasts only a few seconds, but those few seconds are filled with useful language that people use every day. Little by little, you begin noticing something interesting. Instead of translating every sentence from your native language into English, some responses begin appearing naturally, not because you've memorized a script, but because you've heard these patterns enough times that they start to feel familiar. Another coworker walks by. What are you doing this weekend? You smile. I'm planning to meet some friends. That sounds fun. I've been looking forward to it. Simple conversations, real conversations, the kind that build confidence one sentence at a time. Language becomes easier when it's connected to everyday life. Now imagine you're taking a short break. You sit by a window with a warm cup of coffee. Outside, people pass by as the city slowly comes to life. You hear someone say, "Listening to music helps me relax." Notice the word relax, not just its definition. Notice the feeling it carries. A deep breath, a peaceful moment, a chance to slow down. Now another sentence. I need to focus on my English today. Focus, a word with purpose, a quiet reminder to give your attention to something that matters. Then another. It's hard to focus when I'm tired. Suddenly the word isn't just vocabulary anymore, it's connected to a real experience, a real emotion. That's one reason learning through meaningful context can be so powerful. Words become easier to remember when they're attached to situations you can imagine. As the evening continues, picture yourself stopping by a neighborhood grocery store. The cashier smiles while placing your items into a bag. Do you need a bag? You answer politely. No, thank you. I brought my own. A brief conversation, only a few seconds long. Yet it's another opportunity to practice natural English. Politeness is a big part of everyday communication. Words like, please, thank you, I appreciate it, no problem, my pleasure. These small expressions create friendly conversations. Often, it's not complicated grammar that leaves a good impression. It's kindness, it's tone, it's respect. Now, imagine preparing for an important day. Perhaps you have an exam, a presentation, or a job interview. You quietly say to yourself, I'm preparing for tomorrow. Another thought follows. I still need to decide what to wear. Prepare, decide. Two ordinary words. But the more often you hear them used in different situations, the more naturally they begin to fit into your own speech. Language isn't a collection of isolated vocabulary words. It's a network of connections. One idea leads naturally to the next. One sentence reminds you of another. That's how conversations grow. As you continue listening tonight, there's no need to chase perfection. There's no pressure to speak perfectly every time. Every familiar phrase, every everyday conversation, every calm moment spent listening can become another small step forward. Progress doesn't always happen in dramatic leaps. Sometimes it happens quietly. One conversation, one expression, one peaceful evening at a time. And before you even realize it, English begins to feel less like a subject you're studying and more like a language you're simply living. The night is still peaceful. Outside, the world remains quiet. Inside, your mind continues to rest. And with every familiar phrase you hear, English begins to feel a little less intimidating and a little more like something you can truly enjoy. Learning a language isn't about becoming perfect, it's about becoming comfortable. Comfort grows through consistency. One conversation, one phrase, one small success at a time. Now, imagine yourself sitting in a beautiful park just after sunrise. The air is fresh. Birds sing softly in the distance. A friendly stranger walks by with a smile and asks, "Do you speak English?" There was a time when that question might have made you nervous. You may have searched for the right words, wondered if your grammar was correct, or worried about making mistakes. But now you simply smile. "Yes, I do. I'm learning every day." A simple answer, honest, confident, natural. That's what real progress looks like. Not knowing every word in the dictionary, but feeling comfortable enough to communicate. As your confidence grows, everyday thoughts begin to sound different. It's going to be a good day. The weather looks nice today. I think I'll go for a walk. I need some coffee to wake up. They're short, simple, real. These are the thoughts people have every day. The more often you hear them in context, the more familiar they become. Imagine getting ready for work. You glance at the clock. "I hope I'm not late." You grab your keys, pick up your bag, head toward the door. Without even noticing, your mind begins recognizing these common expressions more quickly. Now picture yourself meeting a friend for lunch. The server walks over with a friendly smile. "Are you ready to order?" You answer comfortably. "Yes, I'd like the chicken sandwich, please." "And something to drink?" "I'll have an iced tea." "Great choice." "Thank you." A normal conversation, one you've probably heard many times before. And that's exactly the point. Real English happens in moments like these, not only in classrooms, not only in textbooks, but in restaurants, coffee shops, airports, stores, parks, offices. Everyday life becomes your classroom. As you continue listening, notice another important part of communication: quick, natural responses. Someone says, "Thank you." You reply, "You're welcome." Someone accidentally bumps into you. "I'm sorry." "No worries." A friend says, "See you later." You answer, "See you." These tiny exchanges happen so often that native speakers rarely think about them. With enough exposure, they can begin to feel more automatic for you too. Not because you're forcing yourself to memorize them, but because you've heard them so many times they begin to feel familiar. Now, imagine you're spending a quiet afternoon at home. Rain taps gently against the windows. You wrap yourself in a warm blanket with a cup of tea. You look outside and smile. It's raining again. I love this weather. A few minutes later, your phone rings. A friend asks, "What are you doing?" You answer, "Nothing much, just relaxing." The conversation feels effortless, natural, comfortable. This is how language becomes part of everyday life. One ordinary moment after another. As you continue your journey, remember something important. Progress doesn't happen all at once. It happens little by little, day after day, conversation after conversation. You may notice yourself understanding a movie more easily, following a podcast without translating every sentence, or recognizing expressions you've heard before. Those small victories matter. They remind you that learning is happening, even when it feels gradual. Take a quiet moment now to encourage yourself. Say these words gently in your mind. I'm learning English every day. I become more confident each time I practice. I'm improving one step at a time. I don't have to be perfect. I only have to keep going. These aren't promises of instant success. They're reminders to stay patient, to trust the process, to celebrate steady progress. Confidence grows with practice. Understanding grows with exposure. And every time you return to English, whether you're listening, reading, speaking, or watching, you give yourself another opportunity to improve. Learning isn't a race. There's no finish line you have to reach by tomorrow. It's a journey, and every journey is made up of small steps. Tonight is simply one more step, a peaceful one, a meaningful one that brings you a little closer to feeling at home with the English language. The night is slowly coming to an end. The sky begins to brighten. The first light of morning gently appears on the horizon. Soon you'll open your eyes to a brand new day. Perhaps you'll stretch, take a deep breath, and look out the window. The world will look familiar, but something inside you may feel just a little different. Maybe you'll notice an English phrase coming to mind a little more easily. Maybe you'll recognize words in a movie that you missed before. Maybe you'll feel just a little more confident starting a simple conversation. These are the quiet signs of progress. Not dramatic, not instant, but real. Every time you spend time with the language, you're strengthening your familiarity with it. Every conversation you hear, every sentence you read, every word you practice, becomes another small piece of a much larger picture. Imagine opening your front door. The fresh morning air greets you. You smile and quietly say, "Good morning." A neighbor smiles back. "Good morning. Beautiful day, isn't it?" You look up at the blue sky. It really is. The conversation lasts only a few seconds, but this time you don't hesitate. You don't overthink. You simply respond. That's what confidence often feels like, not knowing every possible word, but trusting yourself enough to communicate. As your day continues, more familiar thoughts begin to appear. I have a busy schedule today. I'll do my best. Everything will be okay. One sentence leads naturally to another. English slowly becomes part of your everyday routine, not because you're forcing it, but because you're making room for it in your daily life. Maybe later you stop by your favorite coffee shop. The barista smiles. "Good morning. What can I get started for you?" You answer comfortably. "I'd like a medium latte, please." "Anything else?" "No, that's all. Thank you." "You're welcome. Have a great day." "You too." Another simple conversation. Another opportunity to use real English. Then imagine meeting someone new. You introduce yourself. "It's nice to meet you." They smile. "It's nice to meet you too." You ask a few questions. You listen carefully. You respond naturally. The goal isn't to sound perfect. The goal is to connect. Because language has always been about people, about sharing ideas, about telling stories, about understanding one another. As you continue your English journey, remember to be patient with yourself. Every learner has moments of uncertainty. Every learner makes mistakes, and every learner improves through practice. Mistakes aren't signs that you're failing. They're signs that you're using the language. And every conversation, whether it's smooth or a little awkward, is another chance to grow. So celebrate the small victories. Celebrate understanding a new phrase. Celebrate speaking with a little more confidence. Celebrate finishing one more lesson. Celebrate coming back tomorrow. Those small moments add up. One day, you'll realize you're following conversations more easily. You'll understand videos without constantly reaching for translations. You'll express your thoughts more naturally, not because it happened overnight, but because you stayed consistent. You kept listening. You kept practicing. You kept believing that progress was possible. Take one more slow, comfortable breath. Let your shoulders relax. Allow yourself to enjoy this quiet moment. If listening like this helps you unwind while staying connected to English, then you've given yourself something valuable tonight. A peaceful routine, a calm learning habit, a chance to become a little more familiar with the language every day. Now, quietly repeat these thoughts to yourself. I enjoy learning English. Every day, I become more comfortable using it. I learn through patience and practice. I'm becoming a more confident communicator. I celebrate every step of my progress. I don't need to know everything today. I simply need to keep moving forward. Each conversation teaches me something new. Each day brings another opportunity to improve, and I believe in my ability to grow. As morning arrives, carry that confidence with you. Let curiosity guide you. Let consistency become your strength. Keep listening, keep practicing, keep showing up for yourself. Because fluency isn't a destination you reach in a single night. It's something you build, one conversation, one experience, and one day at a time. So as this peaceful session comes to an end, take one final deep breath, smile, and welcome the day ahead. Good morning. Today is another opportunity to learn, another opportunity to connect, another opportunity to discover what you're capable of. Thank you for spending these quiet moments with me. I hope this relaxing listening practice leaves you feeling calm, encouraged, and a little more connected to English than you were before. Sleep well, wake refreshed, and whenever you're ready, we'll continue this journey together, one peaceful conversation at a time.